Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader, and it's another vlog, but not necessarily just a reading vlog. So I'm really excited because my husband's friends that he plays with online, Weepy and Iron, I'm gonna use their gamer tags until I get official permission to use their names, and Weepy's daughter are coming to visit us this weekend, and I'm really excited. They're literally on their way right now. So I figured I would like to kind of start my reading vlog and then show you guys what we're going to be doing. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. So Weepy is from out west, and she and her daughter have never been to the beach. So we're going to Virginia Beach. There's so many foods they haven't tried. We're taking them to a bunch of different places around here. We're trying Korean barbecue. Obviously me and Devin have had that, but they never have. I don't think they've ever had pho. They've not really, I'm not sure if they've ever had any Vietnamese food, but that's gonna be exciting. We've got so many cool things planned, so I'm really excited. I can't wait. So I want to show y'all that, but I also wanted to talk about what I've read. So first things first, I did a poll on Instagram and on YouTube. Thanks for everybody who participated. And my question was, what should I read next? What series should I start? And on Instagram, Soul Eater won, okay? Not many people voted, but everybody who voted for Soul Eater. So I'm gonna be reading Soul Eater from beginning to end in the month of August. But on YouTube, it was I think it's a tie. It actually might have already, I think this one actually won, but this still had a high number. So Blue Exorcist won, and then D Gray Man. Now I've been saying I'm gonna read this shit, okay? I'm gonna read the shit. So this month, I'm reading these series, okay? Now this is complete. These two are still ongoing. There's new volumes that come out all the time. I just got the most recent volume that came out for Blue Exorcist, and I think it was volume 28 came out for D Gray Man, I think earlier this year, maybe late last year. So ongoing, but I'm going to try as hard as I can to read it. I'm committed. Now, had I put Bleach in there, y'all, good Lord, who knows if I would have gotten to that. I'm getting close to it though. I'm getting close with Bleach. Anyway, let's talk about what I've read so far. I picked up and read The Titan's Bride Volume 4. Okay, I want to start off by saying, yes, there's a lot of sex in here, okay? There's a lot of sex with mythical creatures, okay? At some point, we're having sex with a slime, or a slime is having sex with us. I don't know. But there actually is plot, and I said that to Devin, okay? Follow me. Yes, okay. But, so, basically in this volume, besides all the other stuff that's going on, we find out that Caius, I think that's how you say his name, he right now is the one who is next in line to be the king of the Titan world. And the whole thing was, a prophecy is that he could not marry another Titan. He had to marry somebody who was not of the same mythical race as him. So he performed a spell and then brought Koichi to the Titan world from the real world, from human world. It's been wild. It's been crazy, I know. But the thing is that he had other siblings, okay, Caius, and they want the throne. So the way this one ended, new contender, okay, it's getting real serious here. So, despite the fact that there is a lot of sex in here, a lot of sex, there is a story, okay? Believe me when I say, I wouldn't lie to you when I say that. I would not. So I'm enjoying myself reading The Titan's Bride. But the real showstopper, I'm not sure what I did with the first volume. I think I left it in my office. Let's just go ahead and get all of them. The real thing that I started in my last reading vlog, which I edited today and posted for tomorrow, which will be Sunday the 4th. I started Cast Heaven and I finished Cast Heaven, okay? This, I don't know what it was about this, but it had me hooked, dude. And once I started, I couldn't stop. So I want to talk about how I would rate the series as a whole, what my thoughts are, but I'll try to keep it quick because I know, I could go on and on. Y'all know me. So 8 volumes. It's a BL. Takes place in high school. That wasn't my favorite part for sure. Also, the copious amounts of sexual assault wasn't necessary, but okay. Get that out of the way. Weirdly, there are some themes and things that are going on in this series that I think would actually be interesting to talk about in like a book club format, because okay, let me just get into it. Okay, so the first volume, we're following our main character, Azusa, and he is in high school. I think like it's the equivalent of like being a junior maybe there. And this school that they go to does this thing called the cast game, where they hide cards throughout the whole school, and based on which cards you get, that defines your like clique or your status in school. So if you get a high cast card, which would be a king, a queen, a jack, you're basically very popular. Anything below that just like makes you less cool, but also the very bottom is called the target, and anything can happen to them. It's a free-for-all. And my God, it's a free-for-all. It's horrifying. So at the beginning of this series, we meet Azusa, and he has been the king. He had the king card. He stole it from someone, and he's had a reign of terror. All right. He has bullied people. He has hit people. He's just been like really shitty. I don't know that he was as bad as the person who gets the card after him, because we don't see all of it. We kind of see glimpses of what Azusa did and why people don't like him. But when they restart the game, someone new gets the card, and right off the bat, okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail because my parents watch this, but we're talking about a sexual assault that is like straight, it is the R word, okay? I was shocked. I was like, excuse me, in the high school, all of the vast majority of the sex in this takes place in the school, mind you. What the hell? And it's just a living nightmare for Azusa after that. The person who got the card is someone who was like his second in command. I think he had the wannabe card or something. Some of these names for these cards are ridiculous, but this dude who was treated like shit by Azusa turns around and is just, I mean, he brutalizes him. It's fucking horrifying. Like, seriously. I was confused. I was very confused. Like, what the fuck? And yeah, it's very dark. Azusa is going through a lot of stuff. Obviously, this is happening to him. And I think the reason why I think it would be interesting to talk about this book, not the sex and everything, but like the deeper stuff that's happening, right? So you've got, when I remember myself in high school, I graduated in 2008. Obviously, we didn't have the cast game going on because I would have dropped out. Hell no, I'm not putting up with that. But I was very much a goth and scene. Miss those days. From where I was, I don't remember hearing any like really, really bad bullying. It may have been going on, but we didn't really have like rampant bullying in our school to the point where like there was a kid who was just constantly getting picked on. That really didn't happen when I was in school. But the dynamic in this book, like what if, and because young people are very susceptible to peer pressure and, you know, you don't want to get bullied, you're a follower, and if you had an opportunity to make sure that you weren't bullied, would you take it? But would you then turn into a bully? I think that's a really interesting conversation to have, because I think a lot of us, especially as adults, we would say, no, that wouldn't happen, but you really don't know what you would do in that situation. Now, I like to think I would not participate in that shit, especially not the fucking sexual assault, because this is fucking crazy. But that is really interesting. So the reason why I continued on past the sexual assault was the fact that we get another couple, and I didn't realize, or they turn into a couple. We meet a new set of students, and every volume you meet a new set of students in the same class. Some are a little bit older, One person happens to be a year younger, but you see how all of these people are kind of like orbiting around each other. Sometimes they clash, sometimes they come together, sometimes they end up friends in a relationship. I think my favorite character is Atsumu, because he starts off as somebody who basically his whole life been the bully, been bullied, been the one who is disrespected, treated like crap, and just wants to be invisible. But when he gets a card that is a little bit better, not like the king, but he decides that he really wants to make the most of this opportunity and not try to make friends with people. But the problem is, in the cast game, you can't make friends with people who are below you like that. Like, no one's supposed to be friendly with Azusa, but Atsumu can't take that, you know? So I just thought that the dynamics of some of the students was really interesting. I found that there were some that I really, really liked, so Atsumu, and then some that I found like, what the fuck, Tatsumi? What the fuck was going on with that? And damn near nobody's, some of these people end up in a relationship, because we see like in the future, I can't even count on, I guess I could, it's like one person's relationship that does not start out not consensual, okay? Like only one couple starts out like, okay, we kind of entered into this and we knew what was up and we want to do it, and that's someone I already mentioned. But everybody else is like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I was on a roller coaster of, I mean, what the heck? All right, I was still recording. Devin got a huge package from Ami Ami. All of his pre-orders are coming in. Later, I'm gonna show you guys the huge fucking figure he got that's like, ridiculous. I have to go upstairs now. Anyway, I forgot where I was at. Where was I at in this video? Where was I? Well, basically nobody's relationship starts out consensual. There's so much rampant craziness going on. And yes, basically, what would you do if you were in a situation where you were in high school and you had an opportunity to not be bullied anymore? Would you take it? Would you fight against this game that your class has kind of like said is good? But also, because they reference it a few times, and obviously it's clearly based on that experiment that happened with the students where they made some of them officers or prison guards and some prisoners, and it just kind of brought out the crazy mob mentality of the kids, or were the kids? I don't know if it was high school, maybe it was college, but the participants who were the officers or the police guards. So the crazy thing about the game is the vast majority of people don't want to participate in it. You know, they don't actually want to not be able to talk to somebody who was their friend from years ago. They don't want to not be able to do the things that make them happy. Like, we meet a female character who, I can't remember what her card was, but basically, maybe it was the preppy, I'm not sure, but it was complete opposite of who she really was. She wasn't really girly. She didn't like having her nails done. She was really interested in music, and she desperately wants to learn to play the drums because she wants more than this little bubble that her school has decided they go to, right, or they go in. And eventually, as the school year keeps going on, the kids in this junior class decide, like, I'm gonna dip my toe. I'm gonna do something I'm not supposed to. So I'm gonna have a relationship with someone who's in a lower caste than me. I'm going to be friendly with this person. I mean, Atsumu is desperately trying to be friends with Azusa the whole time, and Azusa's like pushing him away. He obviously took the game seriously when we first met him because he was the king. But when he's no longer the king and everyone is targeting him, then he's like, are you guys just gonna be followers? So it's very confusing. The only way that the game can exist is if people don't say anything because there's more people who don't want to do the game than do. And even people who had a higher card didn't want to have to do this either. So it really takes like silence, like complicity, and bullies to keep this game going, even though so many people don't want to do it. And then there's all this other shit going on with them personally outside of school. Azusa's mother, she's a single mom, she is a prostitute. He feels very, not when he's ashamed of it, it's not that he's ashamed of the fact that she's a sex worker. It's more like he hates that she has to do that. Like, he doesn't want to have her doing the work that she's doing when she's not happy. And then you have Kohei, I think that's his name, the guy who ends up being the king after the fact. He, just a cold person inside, has no feelings, is playing along with the game, but also doesn't like it and is having feelings for Azusa, but trying to navigate, okay, I don't want anybody to hurt him, but I have to keep up appearances. I'm liking the things that I'm doing with him, but I'm not gonna say I'm liking it. It's all very confusing. Let me tell you something. If I was a teenager during this time, I would hate my fucking life. Oh my God. It would be fucking horrible. But all that to say, because I know it got a little long, Cast Heaven ended up being really good. And it's weird to say good. It's just that these characters are what made the story like so interesting and so different, you know? And the ending, it was good, but also a little bad. I don't want to give away the ending, but we kind of skipped 10 years in the future, and it was nice to see these students that you really grew to love, how they've grown up 10 years after graduating high school. And are these people still in relationships? Are these people still in each other's lives? Like, what's going on? But it also ends in a bad way because, you know, we're still talking about the cast game. So anyway, I think that I would rate Cast Heaven 4 stars. I understand it's explicit warning. I wish that some of those relationships had started out more consensually. That would have made me happy. Because honestly, some of it was just so fucking brutal. Jesus. But for more of that story that I was talking about, that's why I rate it 4, because it definitely made me think, like, what would I do in that situation? You know, my high school time was not like that. I mean, I didn't really enjoy high school. I didn't really like school, but like I have good memories of high school. I don't have anything that I remember from back then that was nowhere near as brutal as this. But anyway, that's Cast Heaven. So I don't know what time it is. It's like 3 o'clock, maybe 4. So I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna read these volumes 1, 2, and then this is 3 volumes in 1. I am gonna read these. I'm gonna try to read them before it's time for us to pick Weepy and her daughter up from the airport. We're also meeting Iron and we're gonna have dinner. I want to try to read this stuff before then so I can tell you guys, because all day tomorrow it's just us out and about. We're gonna be up in Richmond. We're gonna go get Korean barbecue. We're gonna take them to, can y'all hear that damn motorcycle? I can't stand that. Or motorbike. We're gonna go to the mall. I haven't been in the mall in forever. We're gonna take them out to eat. We're gonna go everywhere. I'm excited. So there you have it. Hopefully you see me again tonight. I'm really bad about that. I usually like read, don't end up filming anything, and then y'all see me the next day. I'm gonna do it today, okay? I'm telling y'all about what I fucking read. And yeah, so I'm excited. I will see you guys in a bit. Okay. It's for my vlog. I love you. Hello everybody. Okay, so obviously I did not do what I said I was gonna do, which was update you guys on what I read at the end of, what day was it? What day did everybody get here? Saturday. That's okay. So I'm in a hotel. Obviously we are now in Virginia Beach. So our friends showed up on Wednesday. I didn't end up filming again because it was a late night. We came and got them, but we didn't get to eat until like almost like 10 o'clock. So it was a little bit too late to fill you in. And then we had a fully packed day on Sunday. It was so much fun. As I showed you guys, we ended up going to the mall. We went and saw the movie Trap, which was good. I had heard things on TikTok that it wasn't good, but everyone was lying. It was very good. We made our way here. We went to the Wakefield Peanut Company, which is like what we do every year when we go to Virginia Beach with my family. And now we're here. This hotel is okay. It's on the water. Definitely not the newest, but it's for one night for us to just like go to sleep. I've done my cleaning of everything. Did my spray down of Lysol, did my wipe down with the Lysol wipe. So hopefully no issues. I looked at the mattress, didn't see any bed bugs, but I don't know about the sheets being unclean. But that's why I bring my own blanket and my own pillow, because I don't trust people. But good news is that the front desk lady was in one piece, so everything should be fine. So yeah, we're here. I'm excited. We've got some other stuff that we want to do. We're about to go to the aquarium because our friends have never been. That's crazy. And we are gonna go to an escape room. We just got a lot of cool stuff planned. Can't wait to take them out to eat, like all the places that we usually go. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep filming as much as I possibly can. Y'all know I'm not always the best, but I'm trying to be better. For me, oh, I'll talk about what I brought with me to read, because I did bring something to read. Because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? So I ordered online volume 2 of The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom. Can't wait to read that. I also brought my Kindle, but I'm probably not gonna end up reading it. But I randomly, I don't remember where I saw it, probably on TikTok. No, Bookstagram. Somebody talked about Monster and the Beast. Monster? No. Yeah, Monster and the Beast. We got ourselves a monster romance, y'all. And it's a manga. So I'm really excited. I forgot to bring headphones with me, so I can't listen to the audiobooks. At least not right this second, you know, or at least not so I wouldn't disturb Devin. But yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff planned today. I'm excited. We might go down to the water, but I didn't bring a suit or anything because I just got the tattoo, so I'm not gonna be going swimming. And Devin can't swim, so it kind of works out pretty fun. So we're just waiting for our other friend to get into their room. Our other friends who Weeby and her daughter, they're like a room down from us, so should be fun. So yeah, I will talk to you guys again. You guys will see some more clips. Sorry that this angle sucks, but I will see you guys again. Check in with you in 1 second. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so it has been quite a few days since I last updated y'all. Okay, it's the end of the vlog now. It is Saturday, many days after our friends were here. It was really fun. I don't think I got to update you guys after, like, I talked to you guys in the hotel, so I'll keep it really short. You guys saw that we went to a restaurant. It was really nice. I didn't get a chance to film the fact that we went to a escape room. That was really fun. My husband and our friend Weepy, they both do like escape room stuff online. So it was really fun. I was just there for support, okay? I am not good with riddles. I'm not. No. So I was just there literally like, oh my God, yay, exciting. Excited when everybody figured something out. Weepy's daughter was so sweet. It's so interesting because I don't really have experience being around kids. I have friends who have kids, but I'm not like hanging out with them very often or their children. And I get really nervous because I feel like kids can tell like I'm nervous. A 14-year-old's a little different than like a baby, but she just reminded me so much of me when I was a kid, like a little moody, but also very funny, very goofy. So it was really cool. Like, I'm glad I got that experience because I'm not gonna have kids. Like, me and my husband are child-free and we will be child-free for the rest of our lives. And I'm never gonna have the experience of like having like a kid in my house like that. And it was okay. It was actually not that bad. So I'm cool with kids, y'all. And I thought it was really cool. I don't know if she's gonna watch this, but Weepy told me that she said that she liked me and she thought I was really nice. So that's really cool. It always feels really good when like a kid, doesn't matter the age, says that they like you. It's like, yeah, I am cool. I am nice. Be my friend. Yeah, I'm a cool person. Anyway, so yeah, it was really fun. We did all of that stuff on a Monday, came back on Tuesday, had a really nice day, took him to putt-putt at this like local like amusement parky type thing that's near our house. I'd never been there before and it was just very lovely. So I wanted to just get that out of the way and not go on a tangent, but that was so much fun. I will say that entertaining people for that long, that's the first time I've ever had to do that and it was definitely fun. I would do it again, but now that I have some more experience, like I know it is a lot, you know, because every single, like, not every single second, but like there was like a period of time where we would have like an hour where it was just me and Devin, or an hour and a half. And I definitely already knew this about myself, but I'm alone a lot. I see my friends every now and then. I somewhat interact with people at work, but I'm pretty much here by myself. Obviously hang out with my husband, but I don't really do a lot and that's fine with me, but I have a lot of quiet time and I really appreciate quiet time. I appreciate just being able to be in my house, don't have to go anywhere, don't have to put on real pants, don't have to put a bra on, okay? That is the number one thing because, I mean, look, I don't got those itty bitty cute little titties that you can just not wear a bra with. I mean, you don't have to wear a bra even if you got boob titties because do what you want, but I don't want these things swinging around. Everybody's seeing everything I got going on. So anyway, let's get into what I read. So, girl, I read a lot. And I don't remember if I mentioned the fact that I read Soul Eater and Blue Exorcist Volume 1, but Blue Exorcist Volume 1 was really good. As I said, in the month of August, I'm going to continue on reading this. And I apparently reread Volume 1 of Soul Eater. I didn't realize that I have actually read the first 4 volumes of the series already. Thank God for me tracking the shit on Goodreads because I was like, oh my God, I did read this. But it was good. I also read The Night Captain is the New Princess to Be. This was really cute, but then there were like 2 other stories in it and I didn't realize that. I mean, honestly, even the back of it is only about this main couple. But there's 2 other stories in it. There's a story about like a demon king who really wants like a love interest because he's reading like a bunch of like romance novels and romance manga. And then there was another one a ninja has to marry a girl, but but basically at the beginning it was kind of like a contract more because she was the daughter of like a wealthy person and she was constantly like almost getting kidnapped. So technically it was a marriage of like kind of convenience but also like protection, but then he really did fall in love with her. It was interesting, but I did like this story. It was very cute, but I really thought it was just going to be about them, so I don't know what to make of that. I also finally finished Marriage to the Kitsune-sama. This was really good. I am pretty sure this is just going to be one volume. I'm not sure. I didn't really research it. But if it's not, if there's going to be more to the story, especially with like a love interest for Subaru's brother, the other Kitsune, I would definitely read that because I thought that this was just so cute. It's very wholesome. It's not until the very end that there's a little bit of like explicit stuff, and it was fine. Honestly, I feel like it was very wholesome, even with like the little bit of nudity and sex you saw, but I will definitely be continuing on if there is more because it was so cute and the art was really beautiful. So pretty. I also read The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom. I know I talked about this when I was at the hotel. Still really good. It's still giving The Apothecary Diaries, though I am an inept villainess, and I like it so much. So I'm glad I have the next few volumes. The only one I'm missing is volume 4, which I will be getting because I like it that much and I like the covers. And I also read Monster and the Beast. So this one, I definitely want to continue on with the series, but I don't know if I'm going to buy the volumes. I think I'm just going to read this digitally. I'm kind of on the fence. So this was very interesting. And the way it ended, it made me feel like, okay, I really want to know what's going to happen next. So basically, you're following Liam. I think that's his name, right? Yeah, Liam is the human. He is walking through the forest with 3 or 4 other men, and he has basically hired them to help him get from one town to the other. But it's really easy to get lost in this forest. And in this forest and in this world, there are demons, there are monsters, and one of those demon monsters is Kavo. And I mean, you can hear a little scary, you can't really see his face now, but he is technically around humans. Like, he has been around humans before, but really doesn't interact with them. And obviously most people think that he's very scary. So during this trek through the forest, Liam seems to be like getting assaulted by these people that he hired. Kavo jumps in, knocks everybody out, and then saves Liam. Liam isn't scared of the monster, and instantly Kavo is like, oh, I think I love you. Now, that's when things get a little weird. So Liam is like a sex fiend, okay? He wants to sleep with any and everybody, and damn near wants to sleep with Kavo. He don't even know what's going on with him. And technically that moment where he was getting kind of pushed around a bit, he knew that technically these guys probably were going to rob him, possibly kill him, but it also was kind of like lightly implied that like, we're gonna have sex. So he was actually ready for the sex, and Kavo kind of stopped him from having sex, even though he was probably gonna get beat up and all this shit stolen. But Liam is an interesting person. So as Kavo helps Liam through the forest, Kavo is becoming more and more infatuated with Liam, but not really in a romantic way. It is romantic, but that's not what Kavo thinks of it as. I think he really first starts off feeling like Liam is his friend because he's not scared of him. And when they finally get to the town, Kavo's like, I want to go with you. Like, I don't want to be away from you now. And Liam is like, have you looked in the mirror? You know, you're fucking scary. So Kavo is able to hide in people's shadows, and he basically follows Liam into town in Liam's shadow and gets to be in a town. And it's pretty overwhelming for Kavo. He doesn't, I mean, he's huge. I mean, obviously you can tell by the size comparison. I mean, Jesus Christ, Liam's pretty tall, but I mean, what the hell? But then as time goes on, Liam, what he likes to do when he gets into a new town is he likes to fuck. Okay, he's hooking up with man, woman, it doesn't matter. And he's multiple times a night, this over here, that night, blah, 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 blah. And Cavo's obviously becoming jealous, and Cavo doesn't understand what he's feeling. So he basically is like, I don't want to be fucking with you right now. But at the same time, like, he still is lurking through the town watching Liam. So while all this is happening, someone is looking for Liam. When they get to the town, Liam gives a false name, and Cavo's like, what the hell, that's not your name. And Liam is like, well, yeah, but someone's looking for me, so I gotta be incognito. So the reason why I want to continue on with the series is not because of the relationship possibly between Cavo and Liam, because I don't know if I like Liam. Like, I feel like he has treated Cavo kind of shittily, and I don't like that, okay? And he seems to kind of treat people like shit a little. Like, he doesn't seem to have a lot of empathy or any type of like nice feelings towards people. It's kind of like, I'm gonna have sex with you and that's all this is, and I don't really want to talk after, so thanks, goodbye. And I don't want Cavo's heart to get broken because I think Cavo's a good little monster. But somebody is after Liam, and it's probably because he fucked them and fucked them over. But I want to know what's happening. So with all that to say, I want to continue on with this because I'm pretty sure it's only like 5 volumes and one volume is $15. So I might as well read this digitally since I'm getting so much better about reading manga digitally. So I'm very happy about that. I'm proud of myself because I've read many things on NetGalley like I said I would. Okay, I'm doing much better. So what did I read? I read My Noisy Roommate. The Roof Over My Head Comes with Monsters and a Hottie, Volume 1. That was really cute. I definitely will continue on with that series. This is a title through Kodansha, and it came out on the 25th of June. Basically, it's about this young guy. He has moved out of his house, and this is his first time alone. His siblings have always taken care of him, but he's worked really hard, and he doesn't want to keep relying on them, so he moves out to the big city, and his first day there, his new apartment floods, so he is now homeless. Somebody sees him super sad on the side of the road, basically, and it's like, hey, why don't you come and live with me, and I will make it worth your while. He doesn't tell our main character, hey, you're gonna be living with this other person. And through all of this crazy 24 hours of loss and gain, blah, 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 our main character basically starts to see ghosts, and he doesn't realize that's what he's seeing at first, but that's what he's seeing. And we get into a situation where he can see ghosts, and the person he will now be living with is like, he can basically exorcise ghosts and yokai and stuff like that. And that's where like the supernatural aspect of it comes, and it was really, really good. So I really liked this. Obviously there could be potential for romance, and I'm here for that. I also started reading The Uncanny Counter, but I didn't get all the way through it. I'm pretty far into it though. I'm about halfway done. It's okay. That's by Ize Press. Oh god, I really hate the NetGalley app sometimes. It can be so frustrating. All right, I'm not actually anywhere near being halfway done. I'm only on page 81 of 241. Oh my god. See, come on now. So this came out actually in March of this year, and so far it's good. I like it. Basically, this kid got into an accident when he was young. He lost his parents, and now he is older. He is disabled because of the accident, and he has these 2 friends. And they're basically like high schoolers that aren't very popular. Well, something is starting to happen, and he's getting a bit, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's not that he's getting, I think he's getting a little bit more sure of himself. Like, he is more capable of like standing up to people, okay? And it looks like there's some type of, oh yeah, somebody got their head chopped off. Wasn't expecting that. He didn't do that. But anyway, so like some type of secret order that's doing something, and they may have just initiated him without him realizing that's what happened. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm gonna keep reading it. I think I will like it. And then lastly, I don't feel like getting up and getting this book from my table, But on a whim, because we all know I'm a mood reader, I actually started reading Church 2, How Purity Culture Upholds Abuse and How to Find Healing by Emily Joy Allison. So yeah, I decided to pick up a nonfiction. I realized that I haven't read a lot of non-manga books, and part of that is because I'm trying really hard not to promote any book under St. Martin's Press because we're still boycotting them, at least I am. And while I've been really lucky because the vast majority of the regular books I own are maybe like an indie publisher or not necessarily St. Martin's Press, I've done a decent job somehow, even with books from the past, not getting ones that are St. Martin's Press or under like a different publishing house, but like St. Martin's Press is the top one. But yeah, I'm trying not to fuck with that. So I don't want to promote any of them. And honestly, it doesn't seem like any day St. Martin's Press will talk about what is going on, meet anybody's demands. So it is what it is, you know, it's fine. I've gotten pretty lucky with the manga, as you can see, but I also have so many other books, and you know, the TBR never gets smaller. So yeah, I don't think I've read anything else, but that's the end of this reading vlog. This was like the first half of August reading vlog, and so far the first week of August has been really fun. I will say today at work though, not the best situation. I got sexually harassed by a customer. So that was really frustrating. I don't know how I feel. I feel pretty low, just to share with y'all. This male customer just said something very disgusting, and I was like, is that what I thought he said? So I asked 2 other people, and they were like, yeah, that's definitely what he said. So, or that's what he meant. And that was really disgusting. And then one of my coworkers on our Microsoft Teams thing that we talk on the weekend when we make our sales, I didn't like the way he tried to call me out, okay? I didn't take it personally because this is old man. That's all he does. I had a typo. And let me tell you something. I was already just pissed off at this customer, okay? My fuse is so short. I was on the brink of crying. Y'all know it doesn't take much for me to cry. I mean, good God, but this almost had me losing my shit. So I'm home now and it's okay, but I was really pissed off today. Like I didn't want to go to work. Who does? I didn't want to have to go to work, but I was like, okay, change that attitude. So I changed my attitude, and then that happened. I get sexually harassed, and my coworker is being a douchebag. And that's just how he is, and you can't even take it personally. And I'm not gonna argue with a 70-year-old man on Microsoft Teams. It's not worth it. So the only other things that I'm really excited about for the rest of the night is I'm rewatching Love Island because my sister is watching Love Island, and that makes me so happy. So I have somebody to talk about Love Island with as they're watching, so it makes me feel happy. And Devin made me a dinner and it was really delicious. So I am just so happy. I'm happy again. Today, before I got home, was super fucking stressful, but now it's all good. And I got to talk about these things with y'all. So actually I'm feeling a lot better now that I think about it. So thanks for letting me share. And thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I had so much fun. I think I did a better job filming things. I'm very proud of myself. It's only up from here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And y'all have a good day. Goodbye.